Well, this is what happens when you miss the bus, part 2. I'm only kidding, we love this form of transport. Welcome to Ice Hockey UKTV in association with SMP Europe. It's game day 3, right there in that brilliant Nokia Arena. Game day 3 for Great Britain. They're going to play Sweden this evening, one of the best teams in the world. What a performance it was the other night against Norway. 3-0 down Great Britain to get it back to 3-3. A fabulous performance from GB. Morning, Dino. An absolutely outstanding comeback to get the game and to get that point. Good morning. Oops, no problem. To get that point. 3-0 down to 3-3, 3 goals in just over 3 minutes. But what of tonight? It's Robert Dowd's 75th cap. What a fabulous achievement, an absolutely outstanding achievement. Congratulations, Dowdy, on your 75th cap. So what of tonight? Big game, the Barmy Army are in here. The Barmy Army are making noise. Fabulous support from the GB fans so far, and it's sure to be the same inside this packed arena tonight. Well, what happened? Find out with the Free Sports duo, Aaron Murphy and Paul Adey.
Well, the motto, the IIHF motto here in Tampere and Helsinki is making miracles. Dahlin with the shot, redirected right in front, they score. Well, it didn't take long. Asplund in front on the shot from the point, and it's a simple chip in. 1-0, 13 seconds in.
Well, straight away, Asplund on the forecheck. Gets to the puck first. We talk about that when the puck goes deep. You have to get to the puck first to make things happen. Asplund does a good job getting to the puck first. Eventually the puck comes in from the point. Bounds makes the first save, but in the end, Asplund bangs that in the back of the net, and Asplund plays, that's his 3rd goal, I believe, Murph, of this tournament.
Shot from the point and a simple chip in from Asplund. Now down in his 75th cap. Looking for his 2nd goal in the competition. Lovely pad save by Hellberg. Smooth skating strides of Rasmus Dahlin of the Buffalo Sabres, dumping it in past O'Connor. Lakovic, really good defensive play by Lakovic. O'Connor was pulled down. O'Connor didn't like that. It comes back to Larson. Larson with his shot. It doesn't get through. Rebound, scores! Joachim Nordstrom between the hash marks rips it home. It's 2-0.
Well, Nordstrom in the right place at the right time, just stayed in the low slot area. Bounds makes the original save, but the puck comes straight back out to Nordstrom, and he makes no mistakes. That's a nice, quick wrist shot from him in tight against Bounds, and a good finish there. Sweden take a 2-0 lead.
Klingberg back to Dahlin, nearly intercepted by Mosey. Kept alive by Bromia momentarily as Conway will send it on off the skate of Perlini. Coming out is Hellberg. Hellberg gives it away, an open net. Well, getting back was Hellberg, and not much room for Perlini to shoot. And now Bromia is off to the races down the right wing. Bromia pulls up, goes to Bengtsson. Bengtsson scores! Tic-tac-toe, Anton Bengtsson with his 2nd. It's 3-0 Sweden.
Well, what happened there in the play was Conway came down the boards and left it for the defenseman, thinking the defenseman was going to move it and take it. Defenseman realized he didn't have enough time at the back out. Quick pass out. It's a 3-on-1 again for Sweden, and they put it in the back of the net. You just can't give those 3-on-1s. They're just so dangerous.
Here's Larson. Too far for Dahlin, but Bengtsson was there. Bengtsson. What a beautiful goal that was earlier on from Anton Bengtsson. Now Dahlin. Dahlin with a shot, scores! Rasmus Dahlin rips it home. 4-0 Sweden.
Well, Dahlin, I mean, a 50-point defenseman from the NHL certainly knows where the back of the net is and slides that down low on the ice. I think there might have been a tip in off the, maybe Dowd might have just tried to block the shot, might have tipped off him a little bit to fool Bounds.
Sweden did not want to do what Czechia did earlier, which is just come in here and go through the motions. Here's Mosey. Mosey down the left wing. That ricochets off of Gustafsson high off the glass. Because if you come out here and just look past the opposition, it's hard to flip the switch tomorrow against the #1 team, Finland. Here's a chance for Mosey. Oh my goodness, it looked like a top corner chance for Conway, and he just slid it wide under the blocker of Hellberg. I think Conway was surprised that the puck squirted loose. Dowd flips it on for Nielsen. Oh, that's a good stick check by Nielsen. Nielsen Looked like he was going to get away. He's knocked over as Oman was tracking him down. Bemstrom. Lake has to be careful there. He got a stick in on Bemstrom, and of course there's going to be a penalty back the other way, as now it'll be touched up by Dowd. We had a similar infraction down here on the offensive zone for GB, no call. They come back the other way, and it will be a call against Lake. Here's Klingberg. Klingberg with a shot. It comes off a Davy Phillips stick and pops in behind the goal. Emil Bemstrom. Back to Dahlin. Dahlin to Shellman, and a tap in for Asplund. He's got 2 power play goals. Sweden with just 4.8 seconds remaining. That'll make it 5-0.
Yeah, another nice finish there. And again, a rebound goal. I mean, Bounce is doing everything to come across quick and make the first save. Fortunately, the puck just ends up on Asplund's stick and into the back of the net. Just good movement on the power play for Sweden.
Jackson Whistle, as mentioned, will take to the net. And a good move there as Whistle now gets his first minutes of this 2022 World Championships. Ben Bounds won't be happy with that, but he'll also understand the move that the coaches are making here. Myers wins the face-off, so job 1 done. Here's Richardson to Mosey. They're going to go with the 4 forwards on the power play. Mosey can play forward and defense. Richardson with the shot. Myers ripped it off the post. Waller looking for that first GB goal. Is denied by Hellberg, but Myers rings the metalwork.
Well, GB moved the puck around quite well. Richardson gets that shot through. There's a little tip first from Waller, and then Myers just puts it off the crossbar. Hard to move Matthew Myers out from the front of the net. Gets a good backhand in there off the crossbar. Fortunately for GB, no goal. Everyone comes in there. You can see the referee waving it off. Certainly wasn't in the back of the net.
Gustafsson keeps it alive for Lang. Right into his skates. Clemens closes him out, but Tomernes back to Bengtsson. Bengtsson sends it across to Putis. Bengtsson with the one-timer, gloved away by Whistle. Lovely stop by Jackson Whistle with that left hand. Lake kicked at it.
Here comes Nielsen, Murph.
Nielsen with a chance. Nielsen goes to the backhand and just rips it over the left hand of Hellberg. And Cade Nielsen coming into this game had led GB with 5 shots on goal. He's got all the look and confidence of a guy who's just, if he gets that first one, he might pop in 2 or 3 more. Here comes racing back as Lake and Nielsen got tangled up. Here's Tomernes. Tomernes looked up and saw Dowd right there. Lang escapes down the left side, finds the trailer. Bengtsson scores! Up into the roof of the net. Anton Bengtsson with his second of the game. It's a 6-0 scoreline.
Well, I was talking about odd man rush, and this is the first odd man rush since the first period that GB have given up. And it really was a tight 3-on-2, but they moved that puck across so quickly. Get the middle drive, pass comes across, and Bengtsson, that's a great shot, top corner.
O'Connor for Davis. Davis flips it off for Jonathan Phillips, and look at the back pressure from Shellman. Davies. But Jonathan Phillips up into the high slot. What a chance there for a hook. Denied by Hellberg, and the rebound is stopped as well. Bang, bang chances for a hook, but Hellberg denies him twice. Here's Bromia. Back the other way. Bromia sends it back for Bengtsson. Bengtsson with the shot, and it looks like Hellberg in behind the play. Hellberg not happy with something on the left side. Not sure if his left knee is in a spot of bother, but this is some kind of play by Hook.
Yeah, and a great pass from Jonathan Phillips. Hook coming, gets the rebound, and just couldn't get under the puck. Good save from Hellberg. Maybe he had to stretch a little bit too much there, Murph. He makes a nice save. He's got those long legs, whatever you said, he was 6'7", and he makes a great save. Bengtsson here, this is a nice shot from Bengtsson.
Adam, how do you break down that defeat? What are your thoughts?
In the first period, we weren't probably engaged enough. I was showing on the first shift there, and then I thought once we got through that first period, I think there was a bit of a reset in between periods, and then from the second and third, I thought we battled a little more, and and that reflected on the scoreboard. I thought Jackson came in, did a good job as well, and the guys were battling for him. And I think that in that first period there, you've seen a couple rebounds around there where normally we're picking up sticks, and we didn't get it done in the first period.
It's hard against the best teams, isn't it, in the world? But when you make mistakes, I guess that's a frustrating thing because that makes it even harder.
Yeah, we knew we were up against a very good hockey team. Obviously, one of the top countries in the world. You come in, and if you're not engaged, it's going to be a long first period. And I thought it's a good lesson for us going forward. We need to be be prepared to play for a full 60. When we do, we find ourselves in hockey games.
Obvious question, but how much do you take from what you saw in that second and third?
I think we take from a whole that we need to be prepared for the full 60, and if we are, like we said, we're going to be in the hockey game, and that's ultimately what we want to be in all these games. And we need to be mentally prepared to play for a full 60 and not switch off there just for a little bit, and especially when you're coming up against a team like that.
You mentioned Jackson Whistle. How good was it to get him in? Maybe not in the best circumstances, but as you mentioned earlier, he impressed in those final 2 periods.
Yeah, he's been good. I mean, obviously, I've seen that firsthand this season, but he came in, looked solid, looked comfortable in the net, and then I thought that from the second period on, I thought the whole team as a group played better, and that's good to see.
What about the USA then? Got a day off before them, but what do you do about going to prepare for such a big game against kind of the glamour nation, maybe?
Yeah, we're certainly going to have to, us as a coaching staff, be prepared to make sure we prepare the players for what they're up against. And then, like I said, we need to be prepared to be switched on for a full 60, and I think we'll find ourselves inside a game there.
Not saying players were starstruck 3 years ago, but obviously it was very new to them when they played in 2019. Do you see them developing more and more as a whole, that they are kind of deserving to be at this level?
Yeah, I think we've seen that over the last 3 tournaments, and not just that. I think that it's a team that gets better as the tournament goes on. Like a short training camp, it's hard to get everything in place on time. So the first few games usually are kind of building tools and teaching, and then obviously as we get going in the tournament, things start to click, and we find some lines that work and all those things. So we just need to continue to get better here. And second and third period is much more what we expect to look like.
Just finally, as a group, we've been lucky enough to go to some great buildings, but this one, brand new, is right up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility, obviously. I think we knew that coming in, that it was a new building built, obviously, a successful season for the team in Liga this year, and certainly a great facility here, and we're enjoying that.
Magnus, congratulations on the win. How did you find that game?
I think we had a really good game. We know they're a good team that can score some goals. So we wanted to have a really good start and set the tone right away, and I think we did that. We got a couple of early goals, and that kind of gave us some confidence to keep going and doing what we did in the first period. So overall, I think we did a really good game. I think Great Britain never gave up. I mean, they showed some good character, but I'm really happy how we played today.
They especially tested you in the second and third. They did finally get to create some good chances. Yeah,
I mean, we took a couple of maybe not so good penalties there, and they kind of got momentum of that. They had some good chances, as you said, but I'm really happy how our defense played today. Obviously our offense too, but for me as a goalie, the guys really helped me out back there. So no, it was a good game for us.
Safe to say that this was your best start to the tournament, though, to first period especially.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a great group of guys. Everybody pushed each other to be better, and we knew every game is so important in this tournament. So we just tried to take one game at a time, and now we play Finland tomorrow, which is going to be a really fun and tough game, especially here when we're in Finland right now. So let's enjoy the victory today and then get back at it tomorrow.
And just one final question. Did you see enough from GB tonight and in previous games to think that they've got a chance to stay up in this group?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope so. I feel like they've done some improvements from last year. So I think England has a really bright future. It's a lot of fun to see.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.